Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new chapter of One Piece, which is on chapter 906. Now, how many videos has it been since I wore my straw hat for One Piece for a very long time? Like, I've been skipping out on not wearing my straw hat, but because of this chapter 906, and there has been a lot of theories about the hat too. I read some comments here and there as well. So if anything else, let's just get this recap started right away, alright? Let's go. We had to it that Shirahoshi is being escorted around on the top of the red line and having to arrive here and there to the Holy Land of Mary Jost or something, however you want to call it. And everyone's really shocked. Even Shirahoshi is really surprised. Even right now, like, and we have to it that that we see some slaves possibly doing something in the underground, and someone really goes like, can someone save me? If not, then someone kill me instead. And you know what also ticks me off more is saying Carlos. Carlos, yes, you heard me right. You know, the guy who Luffy managed to bust his face all the way to freaking oblivion, etc. Yeah, I see him in this chapter, and he's oogling on Shirahoshi. I got a feeling if I see him in any chapter trying to go after Shirahoshi, I really want to rip that fool's head off. Like, I'm not playing. I'm serious. Charlos is in here. But aside from that, we have to it that when everyone sees that Princess Shirahoshi is there, everyone was actually trying to hit on her. Actually, some of them of the noble family goes like, hey, how about you talk to my son, you know? How about you know each other? And everyone's like, hey, you look pretty beautiful. And they go like, hey, how about my son? I like you. And we had to, they go like, hey, please, pick my son. They go like, no, choose my son. There's so many that you could like choose from. And we had to it that Shirahoshi goes like, none of you are my type. And they go like, hey, Shirahoshi. Even her brothers go like, dude, you should really say, I'm happy to hear that, and maybe would you like to go have a meal with me next time? At least lie a bit. And they go, and everyone's like, how dare you humiliate me? And they go, please forgive me. She was not really ready yet, as she's not even yet ready to get married. But aside from that, we get to see Princess Vivi. Oh my gosh, I was so happy. Even Vivi and Rebecca are talking to each other, along with Leo, you know? He ends up talking about Straw Hat Luffy, etc., calling Luffy Land, and even right now, Rebecca talks about it. Even Vivi goes like, huh, you actually know Luffy, huh? And she even tells him about how they saved her country from being pirated by a government. And we have to it that even like Rebecca and freaking like Leo are crying because he's so cool. But we have to that Shirahoshi jumps in and says, hey, were you guys talking about Luffy? And they go like, hey, what are you doing, Shirahoshi? And we had to it that like Shirahoshi's brother tries to warn her, hey, stop, don't talk about Luffy, he's a pirate, don't you understand that? And we had to it that like Vivi's like, looks like it's really hard to talk about Luffy right here. And we see to it that like Shirahoshi goes like, you actually know him, don't you? And I'm indebted to Luffy somehow. And even Rebecca and Vivi says like, so are we. And we see to it that Vivi's escorts and everyone else are pretty happy to see how things are going right now. But we also see Sai, you know? Sai, the one who's part of the freaking like Straw Hat Grand Fleet. Even Leo's happy to see him. They go like, hey man, how you doing? What's up? And we had to it that like Sai explains to Leo that like I know I'm a pirate right now, but after this mission I'm gonna cut my ties with my country very soon. But you know what ticks me off even more besides saying Carlos is saying Wapu. Like seriously, even Vivi goes like, what the hell are you doing here? Even right now his wife goes like, hey, what's up, you know? And even Wapu explains like even Shirahoshi goes like, hey, you know Luffy too, huh? But Vivi on the other hand tells Shirahoshi, no, this guy is not even a freaking like he's an enemy of Luffy. He was the former king of the Drum Kingdom, but they freaking dished him out. As for Luffy, he fought him away, but all of a sudden, Wapu used his own powers to make him climb back up to royalty and country. And we have to it that Wapu's like, hey, you know, like, how how you doing right now? Is your father okay? Even Wapu was doing sarcasm. I'm thinking in my mind, can I freaking rip you open your mouth? But I wouldn't mess with him either because he would just munch on you like a freaking food particle. Even Dalton tells Wapu to knock it off right now. Even Wapu goes like, hey, what the hell are you doing here, old witch? And Dalton, how are you guys still alive? Even Dr. Cutehair goes like, huh? What are you talking about? You want to know the secret of my youth or something? And we have to it that Vivi greets Dalton and is very happy to see him. And we have to it that Wapu goes like, hey, Dalton, how dare you tell me to stop? And Dalton transforms into his ox and tells him off by saying, you and I are equal status now, so knock it off. And we have to it that everyone else tells Dalton is actually truly fit to be king. And we see to it that Wapu tells freaking Dalton like, I'm going to tell you right now, Dalton, you ally of justice, it's impossible to rule a country in purity. The more higher up you go, you'll be forced to learn how up the world is or how dirty the world is. Even Dalton goes like, have you read the news about Luffy? And we add to it that that Dalton and Dr. Kiria talks about Luffy and how things went around here and there. They go like, hey, you happen to know about Lucy, don't you? They go like, Dalton's like, I don't know. And we have to it that Luffy has his own harem, okay? It's just funny because Shirahoshi to freaking Rebecca and Vivi goes like, hey, they're talking about Luffy. That's pretty cool. But the ending of this chapter is what captured me the most. Those of you guys who read the chapter, which you should have done before you even watch a recap or any video or review about One Piece, aside from that, is right here. I'm really happy to see Doflamingo, and he actually is talking to Magellan right now, and he's in level 6, obviously. He goes like, why are you protecting me, Magellan? Is an assassin up right here supposed to kill me or something? And we have to it that Doflamingo talks about, hey, did they send an assassin to kill me or what? And we see to it that Doflamingo talks about a secret treasure in the Marijos or something. Even right now, Doflamingo also says, isn't it fine to reveal it what it is already? Power degrades quickly anyway. It rots away in no time at all. But we have to it, we go back to Marijos, and there's someone in a different crown or something that I'm not too familiar of in the silhouette carrying the wanted poster of Luffy and his crew. And that person opens up some kind of secret in Marijos right now, and surprisingly, we get to see a Straw Hat at the end of this chapter, and it looks really, really huge. Yes, as I said, there was this Straw Hat at the end of this chapter. So, after I looked at that chapter and that ending, I'm like, I know the Straw Hat has a symbolism, We all know that. Think about it. This Straw Hat in One Piece always symbolizes the Straw Hat Pirates and Luffy's greatest treasure because Shanks gave it to him. But there's a Straw Hat here too. Not to mention, like I said, I read some theories from certain people in certain comments before I made this recap by saying that people are saying that this Straw Hat might be related to the will of D. We don't know, but all I know is I hope we get more information about this because I'll know if this Straw Hat is actually the really secret treasure, which I don't understand what kind of treasure it is or something. But one thing for sure, if we remember Doflamingo's words or something about the celestial dragons are afraid about this treasure, is that if word gets out about this treasure to the entire world, it will bring abundancy of chaos, etc. So I don't know how important this treasure is. If the Straw Hat is the secret treasure, which is to my wonders and shock right now, how important is it? Not to mention, is it related to the will of D? And also, what is the will of D? All we know is that the will of D, those who have the will of D will smile at death and greet it like it's an old friend or something, That is something to remember, that there's a lot of questions to come about in One Piece and its mysteries and treasures and adventures to abilities and powers. That's what makes One Piece pretty crazy, especially this Straw Hat. Like I said, this Straw Hat showed up towards the end of this chapter in the Marijos, and even Doflamingo hinted that might be the secret treasure. I don't know. One thing for sure, I hope we'll have to find out sooner or later, but we'll have to see. Anyways, this chapter is really phenomenal, pretty crazy. Seeing a silhouette of Admiral Goku and the secret treasure of the Mary Jewels to the Celestial Dragons. A lot more to come. However, 2 despicable motherfuckers I hate. 1, Wapu, and 2, St. Carlos. I'm even surprised that fool is even still alive. I hope his face got really busted to a point that he needs to wear a mask. Anyways, that's about it. I'll see you guys in my next video. So, I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!